Hey y'all, this is Southern Woods here, and welcome to another logo ranking video. Y'all just seem to love these videos. I've gotten a lot of recent subscribers from these type of videos, so I feel obliged to keep making more. That's the job of a creator, right? Keep putting out the content that the viewers enjoy. So today we have the top 11 soda soft drink logos out there. There are many brands of soft drinks, like almost 30 pretty prominent ones that I know of. So I narrowed it down to 11 that I'm going to show y'all today. Again, this is my personal opinion, but I'll try to explain to the best of my ability why they belong in the spots they belong in. Starting with, I guess, the honorable mention spot, number 11, we got Pib Extra. This is such a cool logo to me. As a kid, I always thought it was pretty cool. I like the background, it reminds me if you were in a swimming pool, like looking in a swimming pool at the bottom, but instead of blue water, it's red. And then always like the cool font of Extra. And then, it all goes together well in its own unique way. It's nostalgic for me. It's cool. I always wanted to drink it because I thought I'd be cool when I was a little kid. It's just the definition of a cool, kind of out there logo. It reminds me of maybe something a skater would drink for some reason. I don't know. But I think there are 10 others that belong in front of it, although very cool. Honorable mention at number 11. Moving on to number 10, we have the current Mountain Dew logo. If you're in the South or any rural part in the U.S., you'll probably see a lot of country boys drinking some Mountain Dew. I am no exception. Not my favorite soda in the world and not my favorite logo, but when I'm outdoors, it's like something about it's refreshing, crisp. Same with this logo. It reminds me of the elements that are in the flavor. It reminds me of lime with the lime green kind of on the outside and then like a darker lime green on Mountain Dew's red. It's a cool logo. It's pretty slick. I don't know how I'd compare it to some of their older logos. I'm not in love with the color scheme, and that's mainly why it's not higher up on the list. But I mean, it's cool. It's iconic, especially for people of the South, people of rural and country parts all over the U.S. So it had to be on the list, and it's at number 10. At number 9, we have Barq's Root Beer. If you know me, I tend to like logos with a lot of detail. This is no exception. There's something about it, from the sort of banner on top and bottom that says famous old time root beer. Since 1898, it's good. And then the Barq's font and big, bold, kind of fancy lettering. The fonts all over this logo are really nice. I like the color scheme, the white and black for the font, kind of a gray background on a lot of its logos, and then the green tree and the red barrels. It's just, there's a lot to look at. It's nice to look at. It's vintage. It's I don't know. It reminds me of like actual beer too. When you're a kid or a teenager, you like to be like, oh, I'm drinking beer. When you're just drinking root beer, Barq's sort of gives it more of an aesthetic. And I like it. It's detailed, nice color scheme, but there were just a lot more that I liked a little bit better than Barq's. And at number 8, we have another root beer, A&W, another classic root beer, classic brand and logo. I like the color scheme, very warm, different blends of yellow, brown, oranges. The main A&W font is big, bold, sleek. And yeah, I really like it. I think it looks good on their merchandise. I like the A&W restaurants with this, logo on their sign. I think it's warm. There's enough detail where it's good. Again, it's just root beer, sort of this color So it's nice. The only thing I really dock it for is I'm not in love with the shape necessarily, and the font on the top and bottom since 1919, the bottom root beer on this current logo it has now is just kind of boring. So it fell off a little bit. But I had to give it an edge over Barks, and it stays at number 8. At number 7, we have Sprite. Sprite is one of these brands, and a lot of them change their logo a bunch. But I feel like Sprite keeps on getting more simpler and more bland. But I still love it. I just love the shade of green and then the white background, or in some cases the green with the white font. No matter how you do it, it still looks good. Again, they keep getting more boring. They've taken out the perimeter sort of edge. I don't know. They just keep making it too simple. And if it wasn't what it currently is at, could be a lot higher up on the list. So it's fallen a bit, but still such a refreshing, clean logo. It had to be somewhat high up. So at number 6, the runner-up spot from the top 5, we have Sierra Mist's new logo. I think this is a wonderful logo. I had a hard time not putting it in the top 5. Yeah, I really, really enjoy this. It's a brilliant logo. Lots of different colors going on with the yellow, green, silver. I like how the bottom is like a lemon lime because it's a lemon lime soda. Very clever. Sierra Mist font is very big, clean, and then you have the peaks of the mountains, the Sierras, I assume, up top on the logo. Beautiful logo. It reminds me of Coors. It reminds me of a alcoholic beverage sort of logo, sort of that clean adult cut type logo. And then everything about it represents it. So, very good logo. I thought about putting it higher up, but I didn't. They're just, as y'all probably are guessing, a lot more iconic logos that just feel right higher up than this. But beautiful. This is what a new era logo should look like, in my opinion. Don't dummy it down and make it too simple. Just bring everything that represents your brand together and make it look good. Good job, Sierra Mist. Now, entering the top 5. At 5, we have Pepsi. Pepsi hasn't gone through as many logo changes over the years, but quite a bit. And this is their current one. Again, iconic red, white, and blue color scheme. Hard to not to like it. But I like the older ones where the Pepsi font is within the emblem, within the white. I like that old school Pepsi look. It would have probably been top 3, but since they sort of put the word outside the actual emblem and everything, I don't know. It looks more like a tech design, like a technology-based logo than a soft drink now. So that's why it's fallen a bit to number 5, but still clean, iconic, patriotic-looking colors. I like that. At number 4, we have the new Mellow Yellow logo. This is a brand that's only changed their logo minimum amount of times. Everyone should know what the old logo looked like. But if not, should probably download it. I like the old logo a good bit, but I think this new one, super clean, basic yellow, black color scheme. Some logos have the black font, some have the yellow font with the alternate backgrounds. I think it's amazing. This is an instance where simple goes a long way. The font is just super, I think, modern but cool. And I like how the L's in both mellow and yellow go all the way down like this. I don't know. Something about it's really attractive. I like the color scheme. It's slick. Mellow Yellow is another brand that's kind of competing with Mountain Dew, trying to be sort of the outdoors type soft drink. Trying to appeal to the people in rural and more country parts, more outdoorsmen type group. And they're making headway, and I think that's why they changed the logo to this. It's a little bit more, I don't know, it appeals to maybe the masculine eyes. I don't know, but I like it. I like it a lot better than their old logo, surprisingly. And I like it enough to put at number 4, just outside the top 3. Getting into the top 3, at third place, we have Fanta. I really like this logo. When I think of sodas and soft drinks, especially of the fruity variety, like orange, I think of, I feel like it should attract to maybe younger kids. And I feel like Fanta does this well. It's bright, it pops, very poppy logo, big, splotchy font, orange in the background with the orange leaf. Again, I love logos that represent what they are. Fanta, traditionally orange flavored soda, have the orange in the background. Big, bold, fun. It's hard to beat. At number 2, though, we have Dr. Pepper. Now, originally when I was looking at this logo, I was like, especially the new one, well, I don't know if I really like the old one better, but when I was looking at this logo originally, I was like, yeah, I don't even know if it'll make top 5. I really don't know. I'm not in love with it by any means. I don't necessarily really like it, but whenever I was comparing it to other logos, I was just giving it the nod every single time. And I think it's more iconic than I realized. There's something that speaks to me. There's still something that's nice with the basic just red. The shade of red is iconic with Dr. Pepper. The font is cool. They implement some cool design to make it less boring. It's simple, good looking, and iconic, and just enough to just edge out everyone else. So I don't really know why. As I said, I'm not in love with it, but something about it needs to be this high. But it's hard to beat number 1. It's hard to beat Coca-Cola. What can I say? The most iconic, one of the most established, biggest soda brands out there. Great color scheme with the red and white. Wonderful font. And being from Georgia, where the World of Coke is and the Coke headquarters are, very nostalgic for me. See it everywhere, enjoy it, kind of boastful about it, like proud to be part of the Coca-Cola state. Yeah, love it. It's hard to beat this design. It's just one of those, like the golden arches, that's like almost nothing's gonna touch it. But I hope y'all enjoyed my top 11 soda brand logos. Let me know what y'all think. What should have been on the top 10 that wasn't. What should be higher up. What shouldn't have been on the list at all. Curious to hear y'all's opinions. Again, these are just my opinions. And I feel fairly confident with them. But anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button. Consider joining the Southern Woods family and subbing. It'd be greatly appreciated. Happy to have y'all along. And of course, if you want to see more of these type of videos in the future, keep supporting, keep viewing like y'all have been. Southern Woods out.